From an investor, do you think Apple should trade at a multiple over the S&P or under the S&P? Because yes, it's had a 100% run, but it only has a forward multiple of, 21 or so. They continue to do huge buybacks. I believe they still have $75 billion slated over the next year or so for buybacks. And I think that ultimately, maybe 5G is priced in, maybe it's not. But I think it's a really tough time to be an analyst in technology right now, because what they're not good at is pricing and sentiment. And that's really what you've seen a shift, because nothing's really changed in Apple over the last 6 months, except really sentiment. And sentiment's clearly on its side, and people are buying it.
I'm more interested, honestly, Steph, not so much this downgrade on Apple and whether, the services and wearables and this, that, and the other thing. But is there a message in this downgrade that every investor needs to hear today that's a referendum on the market itself? That stocks like this have absolutely ripped, and this is not the only one. You can take a look at the too far, too fast list that we put together with a question mark. We're not saying it, we're asking. Of the 3-month performance of some of these names. You could go a year, and some of the numbers are unbelievable. You go 3 months, you're like, well, is that too far, too fast? Is this a message about where the market is and sort of a beware?
Well, it could be. I mean, I think it's never wrong to take profits, and I've been taking profits in Apple for a couple of weeks now. The multiple going from 14 times to 24 times forward, to me, that's a re-rating that we were expecting. And we got it. So it's still a top 10 position for me. But I also think, to your question, it is important to take profits along the way. That said, this is where the earnings growth is going to be. This is where the margin upside is going to be in technology. And so I'm willing to pay a little bit more for operating leverage. And almost all of these companies on this screen have it. And so I think that is a powerful message. Now, again, you have to take profits along the way. But I have more visibility, especially given the secular growing stories with, again, margin upside. I'm willing to let some of them ride.